Hey guys, Mr. Holman, and today for our guided work, we're going to create a slideshow. So I'm going to walk you through that. Ultimately, you're going to make a decision. Who would you choose? Would you go to Sparta, or would you choose to live in Athens back in ancient Greece 2,000 years ago? The second slide is just an explanation of what we need, and I'm going to walk you through these directions. That way, if you forget or you didn't hear me in Google Classroom, you'll be able to hear it here. There is a reading with 6 pages. It is specifically designed to answer the questions I'm asking you to do. However, you can go look on the web for other resources if you would like. I would highly recommend you start with this. If you want to find out more, you can go somewhere else. Again, you have the power to zoom in and make this substantially bigger. And so basically, this first question is the question I'm ultimately asking you. Your father, a wandering trader, has decided it's time to settle down. He offers the family a choice between 2 cities. In one city, everyone wants to be athletic, tough, and strong. They're good at enduring hardships and following orders. The other city is different. There, you'd be admired if you think deeply and speak persuasively, if you knew a lot about astronomy or history, or if you sang and played musical instruments. So, which are you choose? As you go through the assignment, there's readings about Spartan builds a military society. So what I said in the directions is that you got to add 3 new slides. I actually already put these slides in, so they're already there for you. You can add as many slides as you want, but you must have at least these 4 topics covered, and that's all on the direction sheet. So here it says that you can add as many slides as you'd like. I would like you to have an image of some kind on each slide. You could have multiple images. It's your creation. You just have to have some key facts on each one, key information explaining the concept. So in this one, it talks about building a military society. You can see that's a blue highlighted area. So it talks about boys. You could do boys and men, another slide if you wanted, or you could do it all in one slide. That's up to you. It also talks about women, right? And it gives you some ideas. So the images would be helpful, right? You got to leave home at 7. That's pretty sad, okay? And then you're all of a sudden looking at Athenians, because the next title is Athenians Admire the Mind. And if you look, that's a requirement. So if you use this reading, you can find pretty much what I'm asking you to look at, but you can always go out on your own and look up Athens and Sparta and see what else you can find if you are interested, okay? In the end, there's another section called Athens and Sparta Fight. So here is that section. Right? So you got to look at these 2 things. So you should mention the Peloponnesian Wars. You should mention Athenian power, that kind of stuff. Somehow talk about it. You can add individual slides for those if you want. Ultimately, the last slide is you're going to make a decision. Based on what you find out, what you put in your slideshow, you're going to tell me, I want to live in Athens and here's why, or I want to live in Sparta and here's why. You'll notice the first slide has 2 images. These were symbols that kind of represented Athens and Sparta. And if you see it, you see the owl, a sign of knowledge, a sign of thinking, and then you see the arrow aiming up, kind of a symbol of war or military power. So you'll have to make that decision. Again, as long as you end up with these slides I've pre-made, filled in, you have completed the assignment. Make sure there's an image, at least one image on each slide, and your answer or response. However, if you want to make 4 slides about Athenian minds, you can do that. You can add as many slides as you think is appropriate to kind of tell the story. Again, we're going to use a lot of this information when we get back to school. So there is no, again, I'm looking for completion. Did you complete the assignment this first week or 2 online, just to make sure we got it? If you have any questions, you can email me. This assignment will be due, as always, is going to be due at Monday at 9 o'clock, submitted back to Google Classroom and turned in. You must turn it in or you will not get those points, okay? Again, I'll be available. Obviously, we'll see each other in class and talk about this as well, but I wanted these directions to be here in case you forgot. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day and a great weekend, and hopefully you can enjoy the long weekend. Actually, Monday is a long weekend. Let's make it Tuesday at 9 o'clock because you have Monday off. It's a holiday. All right, goodbye.